So there it is. That tee shot that's in play every single time. And the distance is okay. But are you one of those golfers, particularly maybe a senior golfer, who feels that you're not maximising your distance off the tee? Well, today's video, I'm going to give you 3 power tips, all lower body related, that are going to help you pick up some serious speed and transfer that into longer drives. Okay, so I've mentioned senior golfers, but I think this is probably valid for most golfers out there, that we'd all love to hit this club a little bit further, not sacrifice distance, but that extra distance can make a huge difference for the approach shots to the green. Now, lower body is a massive way of us generating speed, but a lot of the things we work on in our golf swing nowadays really robs us of speed and is all about accuracy. So if you're watching, you're probably one of those golfers who can get the ball in play, but just feels like there should be more in the locker. So tip number 1 to begin with is what we're going to do with our left foot and our left heel particularly. So what I see with a lot of golfers is they feel like they keep the feet very planted on the floor, particularly in the backswing, and therefore they're quite limited with how far back they can go. And I know most golfers say, well, as you get older, you lose that little bit of flexibility. Don't disagree with that, but if you're doing something with your body that restricts how long your backswing can be, if the club head can only travel from there to there, it's got less time to accelerate. So what we're going to work on is we're going to get that left heel coming off the floor, even up onto that toe. We can see how much longer that backswing could be, and therefore we could swing down. And if the club's traveling further and gravity's helping, we should generate a bit more speed. So let's have a couple of practice swings, really feeling to get up onto that lead toe. And straight away, I think you can just hear the difference the club makes through the bottom. So, what did we see for that first one? 96.7 mile an hour. So let's get up onto that toe. Let's see what change the initial tip makes. Well, it's definitely different. 106 mile an hour club head speed, ball speed at 156, suddenly carrying at 263 and rolling out 287. Now I know what you're thinking, I'm done, I don't need anything else. But it might be that as you watch the video, you might find that all 3 of the tips are useful. You might find there's one that's more beneficial for you than others. And I know for me personally, letting that left heel come up is a big difference for me. So that was great, but get that practice, let that heel come up, and let the extra distance the club's traveling give you a little bit more. Now, the second tip, and it's up to you, you can either work through these building them on top of each other, or you could try them one by one like I'm going to do in the video, because once there's more than one thing to think about, it might be too much going on. So the second one is what we're going to try and do with our lead foot through impact. So again, a lot of people get told about have that nice stable left foot and finish nice and balanced. And yet, when you watch a lot of the golfers, men and women who generate a lot of speed, that foot rolls slightly or even is allowed to turn out through impact. So you might even start with that left foot a little bit more out, but let the foot go. And straight away there, even without lifting my heel, sounds like, again, there's a bit more speed. So we're going to get up to that ball, maybe turn that foot out a little bit, let the left foot go a bit more. Again, felt solid. Again, 106.7, 156 ball speed, hitting up 2 degrees, and 253 and 275. So you can see straight away, either of those, for me, do make a difference with how far I can hit the ball. So the final one, which is probably, I think, the toughest one, is you want to feel that, make your backswing as normal, but as you start your downswing, you want to feel that you just squat down a bit, so that as you're coming into the ball, you can push up through the ball. Okay, so I'll do that again. Definitely, it's quite a tough thing to think about, but you can set up, hit that shot, and again we can see lovely and accurate, 106 mile an hour club speed, 156.7, hitting up 2 degrees, 263 and 285. So you might be thinking what I'm thinking there, that by doing all of them individually, picked up about 10 mile an hour club head speed, which you can see is massive on distance. Now, I'm going to try and put all three together. Do you think it's incredibly difficult to try and work on all three? But I'm going to try and put all three together, and I'm not saying each one picks up 10 mile an hour, therefore I'm suddenly going to be 126 mile an hour. I wish. But I'm going to put those in and just see what that extra little bit, if there's any more, I can squeeze out of my golf swing. So we're going to turn that foot out, and off we go. Felt a little bit low off the face. It's a smidge quicker at 107 mile an hour, 157 ball speed, hit up 3 degrees, and 260 carry, and 275 total. Definitely felt there that the heel came up, and on the way through it definitely felt like the foot turned out. Definitely didn't feel like I got the little squat down, which is something I do struggle a little bit with in my golf swing. Let's go one more. Be lovely if I could get to 110. Felt a little quicker. So 108.6, nearly 160 ball speed, hit up 3.8 degrees, 270 carry, and 296 total. So we can see there's 3 different ways that we can maybe use our lower body a bit more efficiently to create some speed, some power in the swing. I said it a couple of times in the video, don't worry if you can't do all 3. Try them one by one. There might be one that you find really easy to do and generate some extra speed, but if you can put anything extra in here, get this moving quicker, get that into the golf ball, any extra distance off the tee is helpful, and if you can pick up a massive amount like we saw there, it really could take your game to a whole new level.